What's up, guys? Jake Rowland, and we're coming back at you with another video, and today we are back doing the NFL Power Rankings. It's Friday again, didn't get it out on Thursday, so here we are doing the Power Rankings on Friday again. Like I said in my last video, on this channel, I'm going to hopefully try to get Madden out on Mondays from now on, like online head-to-head. I don't know if it's going to be doable, though. Tuesdays, we're going to do Fantasy Football Day, start 'em, sit 'em. Wednesday, what are we going to do? Alright, the picks for each week. Thursday, Power Rankings. And Friday will be the college football picks, since, like, most games don't happen before Saturday, so we'll just do that on Saturday. Now, I'm creating a second channel. The link will be down in the description, if you want to go check it out, so please do. Let's hop into this, because this video takes longer, and I really don't want it to be that long. 32 is the New York Jets. The Jets have, they have no talent out there. The defensive side is burnt toast on, like, the boundaries. Carl Lawson being lost for the season was rough, but their linebackers, I believe, have played good so far, but just the O-line is just so bad. The Jets are a mess. 31 is the Jags. They put up sorry, the thing went off the screen there. The Jags are just a mess, man. They did put up a fight last night against Cincinnati, but I really don't see any hope for them. I didn't really watch that game last night against Cincinnati. I went to bed, and I didn't even watch highlights this morning. So, good thing I didn't, so I can make this video. The Jags are at 31. Urban Meyer does not know how to be an NFL head coach, and the Jags are a mess. I have them slightly above the Jets. 30 is the Giants. How do you lose to that team at home? They lost to the Falcons at home. That was rough. The Giants are terrible. The offensive line isn't letting Daniel Jones really do anything. I believe they will be taking a quarterback at the 2022 NFL Draft. 29, I have the Detroit Lions. These Lions, like Dan Campbell has said, have fight. They put up fights against the Ravens. Unfortunate 66-yard field goal made against them. That probably should not have happened in the first place, but I don't want to get into that because I know how people screaming at my head in the comments. But the Lions almost got their first win. They played good teams this week. I think they're going to get their first win in Chicago. At 28, we have the Houston Texans. And they're not getting any better. They're just getting worse. They're one of the worst teams in football. The rushing attack has just gotten worse every week. Davis Mills is throwing the ball 10 million times a game. Once they get Tyrod back, I think they might have some contention in them, but just not right now. 27 are the Chicago Bears. What an ugly performance that was. They threw Justin Fields into a fire. I said he would be good once they came out. I didn't know he would be bad, because that offensive line is horrendous. It's holding his team back. They need to get that fixed right away. 26, the Atlanta Falcons. They got their first win of the season in New York. With a convincing win as well, off of a Young Leku last-second made field goal. Neither the offense or defense looks spectacular, but they got the win that they needed to get, I guess. 25, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. This Eagles team, I thought the offense was deadly after week 1. Like, they looked so good in week 1. And then 11, 20 back-to-back performances from the Eagles. They have not looked good the past 2 weeks. Maybe they'll get back on track. The Chiefs, I don't think so. 24 is the Washington football team. Heineke, I guess, is just not a road quarterback. They had one play the entire game, the Antonio Gibson long touchdown, and that was about it. They really did nothing else, but maybe when Fitzmagic will come back, they'll be better. But that defense is just terrible. They just not look like the unit from a year ago. 23 is the Colts. I mean, They have played the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Titans, but they've lost all of them. Maybe they'll get a win this week in Miami, but they're going to need to do it. The offense and defense, no one really knows what the issue is right now. They played good teams. Maybe they'll get back on track against the Dolphins. And I believe that's the Ravens. They do have the Texans, but I don't know. 22 is the New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, they were 13. I have a big drop for the Patriots. That was just ugly. I'm getting better at this power ranking thing, so last week's 13 may have been a little bit high. But the Patriots, that was just not even... How do you lose that bad at home to the Saints? Saints are such an inconsistent team, but maybe the Patriots are too. I thought the Patriots were going to win that game for sure, and they did not. 21, I have the Miami Dolphins. They were 21 last time. They showed about what I thought they would show. They would put up a fight against the Raiders. They were leading 14-2. It was really weird. No, it was actually 14-0. But they would end up losing 28-25. I don't know, man. The Dolphins, they need Tua back. He's not really the problem right now, but they need Tua back. Their offense just clicks better when he's there. 20 is the Steelers, and that was ugly by the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got demolished at home by the Bengals, scoring 10 points against a Cincinnati team that is not that great defensively. The Steelers are going to need to get something fixed, or Mike Tomlin might have his first losing season. 19 is the Seahawks. I don't really know what the issue is right now. The defense is not playing that great, and the schedule doesn't get any easier from here. I believe they play the 49ers this week, the Rams next week. The Seahawks are going to need to get back on track. 18 is the Vikings. Now that was a convincing win. At home, in the bank, gets a great win at home. Like, it wasn't 31-17 or something. The Vikings just came to play against the Seattle Seahawks, and it showed. Next week, a great home showdown with my Browns. I think it has potential to be game of the week. 17, the Bengals. Another team with a very convincing win in Pittsburgh. I think they hadn't done it in 5 years. That was a great win by Cincinnati. And I believe they beat the Jags last night. So, 3-1 Bengals. 16, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. They were 4 last time. I don't know what's wrong with the Chiefs. They're 1-2. I don't believe they're this bad. But I'll move them up once they get another win. It's just the record right now that's showing for them, man. They're 1-2. They're gonna need to get back on track if they're gonna make some noise in the AFC. 15 is the 49ers. It wasn't necessarily about the loss. I think I had them too high last week because they really hadn't played any good teams to the Packers and then took a loss. So 49ers. Jimmy G still looks pretty good. The defense is still good. But this week, home showdown against the Seahawks. Another great offense. 14 is the Packers. They're back. 14 is still pretty low for them. Just the Saints loss kind of holds over their head still, in my opinion, for me. But Pack are back on track. Rodgers and Devontae Adams are deadly, and the defense is finding its form. 13 is the Saints. That was a convincing win on the road in New England. A game that I personally thought they had no chance in. I thought it was going to be Jameis Winston's game where he just threw like 6 picks. But he didn't. The defense shut down the Patriots offense. Good job by the Saints. 12 is the Tennessee Titans. Win against the Colts. I had them move it down a little bit. Other teams move it up, let's say. King Henry is just too good to exist for the Titans. They're probably going to win every game for the rest of the season if they give it to Derrick Henry 40 times. But, yeah, the Titans are rolling. I believe the offense is starting to find its form. 11 is the Broncos. I really feel like this is almost too high for them. They're 3-0. They're one of the most weird teams for me. They're 3-0, but they played like the 3 worst teams in the NFL on my power rankings. So, Teddy B looks pretty good. The defense is probably the best in the NFL right now. Go Broncos. 10, Chargers. The most convincing win of week 1. You go on the road into your division rival and get the W. Great win by the Chargers. The offense was prolific in that game. 9, I have the Dallas Cowboys. I haven't loved the Chargers because they beat the Chargers in week 2. The offense is just too good. Mike McCarthy is literally the only thing holding them back. Their defense is much improved from a year ago. The Cowboys are great now. 8 is the Panthers. They've only had one convincing win against the Saints, but this team is back under Sam Darnold. I don't know why they are supposed to lose to the Cowboys by so much, but I have a feeling they're going to beat the Cowboys. They need to roll under Matt Rule. 7 is my favorite team, the Cleveland Browns, as we know on the channel. The Browns are a ground pound team. The defense, Myles Garrett is making his case for Defensive Player of the Year with a 4.5 sack game against the Bears. The Browns, next week against the Vikings in the bank. It's going to be a great showdown. 6, I have the Baltimore Ravens. Moving down a little bit, I had them too high last week. Lamar is just carrying the offense in a way that's not really carrying for some reason. But 66-yard field goal. Justin Tucker's the best kicker of all time. Most talent of all time as a kicker. The Ravens at 6. Scares me as a Browns fan. 5, I have the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are back. After a week 1 loss, people wrote them off and they were like, are the Bills for real? They are for real. After back-to-back 35-0 performance against the Dolphins, was it 43-16 against Washington? The Bills are back, and they're back in a big way. Josh Allen is making his case for MVP. 4, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just a killer loss against the Rams. They just can't beat the Rams, but they'll beat everyone else. The offense is deadly. They just signed Richard Sherman. He will help maybe fix some holes on that defense until Jamel Dean and Murphy Bunting come back. 3, I have the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray's probably the front runner for MVP right now. The offense is just insane. Nobody can stop these Cardinals. Against the Rams, though, next week, it'll be a great showdown. Some people might see this too high, as I have the Las Vegas Raiders at 2. I feel like power rankings almost isn't about the team, it's about who you beat. And the Raiders have beat 3 playoff contenders from a year ago. They beat teams with a combined, did the Ravens have 12 or 11 wins? Whatever, 30-plus wins last year. That is wild. I might even say 35, because I know the Dolphins had 10. The Steelers had 12 for sure. And then I don't know how much the Ravens had. They had like 12 or 11. I don't know. But the Raiders, very convincing wins. And then the number 1 team is not a shocker to anyone. Is the LA Rams. Nobody can stop this team. The defense is probably the best in the NFL. With Aaron Donald and Ramsey. Matthew Stafford is just opening the door. Sean McVay is definitely Coach of the Year. The Rams are unstoppable, as that will conclude my Week 4 power rankings. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and my second channel will be linked in the description. I will see you guys in the next video.